So the other day, I have a friend who dropped the biggest bomb on us. It was an announcement that actually shocked us because her ex hit her up. And it wasn't a hit her up na parang, hey, but it was like a complete bye bye message of some sorts that made me think, why would you even do that to her? Like, why? Okay, I'll give you some context. So for some context, this friend of ours, ever since I met her, she has always had a very wonky relationship with a guy, and it was very obvious by the way her aura would just really give her off or like sell her off. Now she was not in a healthy relationship because it's very obvious, especially for girls, when a guy isn't treating them right, their soul aura would make sure that everyone around them would just feel it. Even to my friends who are in a healthy relationship, every time they would not be okay or every time they would fight, it's felt. You would just know the way they carry themselves, the way their face, it looks jaded. It's all there. It's plastered on how they are as a person. They're not healthy, they're not happy, something's up. It's the guy or it's their love life. It's always like that. Anyway, going back to this friend. Um Ever since we've met her, she has always told us that she had a very turbulent relationship with the guy. And we saw her evolution from that to being in denial to trying to save the relationship with every life she had in her body to the guy having the audacity to cut her off and break things off completely. And we saw her being a nervous wreck. We saw her being completely broken. We saw her doing her best to move on. And, we saw her through the different stages of grief. But eventually, as time passed by, we could also see very good improvements on how she would carry herself. She finally did her best, or she actually made a conscious effort of trying to set her life back together. She was having oh no, she made her own vision board. She became happier. She was trying to be more grounded into her present reality. Her dreams was still there, her goals was still there, and we were just so happy for her that she was doing her best to breathe life to her broken soul again. And it's just absolutely beautiful to see a broken soul doing their best to breathe life into it again. Even if you're a stranger, if you're doing that, I applaud you. And I really hope that no one would kick you off course, just like what this guy did to our friend. Anyway, sabi ng friend ko, the guy messaged her again. I don't know how, but there was an avenue as to how the guy reached out to her. And it wasn't a simple hey or like hi kind of message. It was a really long explanation as to what happened. Or it was his selfish pursuit of trying to give him closure. And it was as if our friend was just an emotional punching bag for him. Kasi parang ang mga sinabi niya na, he's a better man, dot, 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 dot. But don't get me wrong, I don't want to get back in a relationship with you, dot, 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 dot. I just wanted you to know. And honestly, in my head, the only thing that was running in my head was, "You're so selfish. You are so selfish. You are a jerk. Why would you do that to a healing woman? This woman who is still very fragile, this woman who is still very vulnerable, and then you come out of nowhere just to slather it up her face that, yeah, I'm doing better without you. So what's your point? Like, why would you do that?" And it just made me so, I don't know, it hurt me that it was hurting my friend. Because again, she was doing better. And now she's back into square one in her healing because this guy had an access to her life again. Okay, ganito ha. When you break up with someone, automatically that constitutes to you two having no contact. And in no contact, you have to honor each other's space to heal. If you break off, no contact. That is just you being selfish, simple minded, and very egoistic because you are doing that for yourself. Maybe that's your way of healing, but what if the other person doesn't want to entertain you anymore? What if you coming into their life, no, not coming, barging into their life would mean an unwarranted yes because wala na silang magagawa. You are someone familiar, they are still vulnerable, so they would just let you in their life unwillingly, but they would just be so confused. They said yes to something that they know they should have said no to. They should have said no to. Let me correct myself. But anyway, when you end things or when you break things off, that automatically means that there are things that should not be done anymore, or some memories have already been completely closed for eternity. And if you coming back to this person means that you're welcome again or you're back in their life, that doesn't automatically mean that you should make new memories with this person kasi nga tapos na. If it's already the end, you are not supposed to make epilogues or ellipsis to the story. If it's the end, that's the end. Because if you do create new memories with this person again, that means you are willingly subjecting yourself to new sets of emotions, new sets of story arcs, new sets of pain, and yet again, a lifelong of healing. Honestly, it always boils down to what you want to do if this person does come back in your life again. It automatically boils down to your choice if you would block completely ha kasi minsan tayo rin may kasalanan kung bakit sila nakakabalik eh. If you would block all access as in from them to I don't know your couple accounts, their family, their friends, their orgs, if that's your choice if you want to completely block it off. Or if it ended well, maybe you can do this and that. But seeing them kasi is a simple trigger. If you see them being with someone else nang mabilisan or just immediately after your relationship, wala, matatamaan ka in ways na mapapaisip ka if you were even ever loved by this person. Are you even valued by someone? Or were you even ever loved? Period. It would just really subject you to new sets of emotions that you could have been prevented if you chose to say no. And I guess this is me telling you na them coming back and you giving them the space to treat you like shit is something that is also your choice. If you want them to come back, then I hope you make a decision to prepare yourself for what's to come. Okay? I will not sugarcoat you on these things kasi nasa sayo na rin yun. Alam mong nasa healing phase ka. Alam mong nasa season of repair ka. And if you say yes to it again, girly, why? Why are you doing that? And if this person is back in your life and you're confused as to why these emotions are back, then I am here to tell you and to remind you that partially you are at fault. But with you having the reins to your life means you having the ability to also stop it completely. Okay, them coming back is just you giving yourself more time to be in denial that the end was finally the end. You are just adding more stories to a chapter that should have been done. Ayaw mo lang talagang i-accept that the end was already there or it was finally over. And that's okay. Okay, everyone has their own healing timelines. But one way or another, you have to put an eternal stop to it. And that's just really on you. Okay? I'm not mad. I am not disappointed. I just want to remind you that you need to stop. Okay? Kasi ganito ha, for as long as they are in your life, you are inhibiting the potential love that could find you in the future, the love that you really want, the love that you know you deserve will not be able to come to you because there's this wall, there's this undeserved love having your attention, your energy, and your life. For as long as it's there, the love you deserve will not come to you. The love you deserve will not have an easy access to your heart. Because in number one, you need to heal past. So you need to get rid of all the dirt and the malice that's in your heart. And number two, if it were to come to your heart, it should be welcomed completely. Ayaw niya naman na may third party who will try to bully his way into keeping their position in your heart. Automatically, this person or this love of your life, the deserved love of your life, will find other means to look for a new love. And that's a waste on you. And I don't want that to happen to you. Okay? Again, it's all in your court. And if it is already on your court, or if it will come to your court, I hope you will have the guts and the heart to say no. So, wherever you may be, I hope you are safe. If it's morning, good morning. And if it's night, I hope you and your thoughts are sound. If you are talking to the guy or to the girl that you shouldn't be talking to, ay nako. Hey, this is your online Ate River. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!